an IEM? We'll have to find out, as this will be the first step on that road between Spirit and Imperial. The pistol round is going live for Mirage, our first map of the series. We've got Chopper with a defuse kit on a smoke down as well. No util from Imperial. Straight Glocks and Kevlar. They want to take all the Angels.
Dex is just getting quickly out towards this mid position and actually going quite far forward. Doesn't quite have a teammate to go aggressive with him, but at least the sightline being looked in from SDY, and Dexter may have just been jiggle-peeked.
And Shao's ready to receive this player here. You can see it's holding back passive, expecting there to be some CT aggression up at this corner. Dexter still lands that opening frag, though. Drawing first blood here in today. Kicking things off, finding the man advantage for the Spirit camp. Looking for the second player as well. They haven't kept their eyes up on top mid. Now he's seen the bomb and he's dropped it. Third kill on Showtime could shut down your player to watch very early on into this round. Mir comes in out towards short control, gets that kill, and Sunday Young found a kill in the interim as well. And ZQK in a 1 versus 5. This is not happening. Nice and efficient and clean for Spirit's pistol.
Just very calm, really coming out from Spirit. I like the aggression coming through from Dexter, just pushing up towards that top mid area. And then even with that, he goes back towards the top mid boxes, sees 2 players towards bottom of mid, spots that bomb out as well, and he gets the assistant. Mir starts making a little bit of a move in towards that short position. SDY is able to take some pressure away by getting a couple of kills. And for Spirit, that was a very, very clinical round for them. Imperial not really getting away with much at all. Bomb run up out towards a palace position, Fur and Fast in, just trying to see what more they can find, but an easy clean up, I say that. And there is a few kills going away for the T side now. 3 players falling for a Glock round. This is very expensive.
Indeed it is. 1 on 2, however, for Fur. The Glock in play, the FAMAS and SMG still has the bomb control in their favor, so it doesn't seem like Imperial are going to be able to hold too much dominion over the idea of getting a round here. Maybe some more damage can come through, but Spirit just holding out their crossfire positions, ensuring the Fur cannot pick up this bomb.
Excellent round so far. They'll be very, very happy with what they've done, but just trying to see if they can get any more than this. And Mir's already seen the angle, knows exactly where Fur is. Spirit losing 3 players, and for Imperial, they didn't get a bomb plan out of that, but they do affect the economy for their opposition.
Great start for Imperials. That damage being done here in the second round. AK's in. Should be coming out here for the Imperial camp going into the early gun round. They didn't force the buy, and indeed, yeah, there will be AKs here for the T-side line. Utility a little bit limited on a couple of players, but overall should be more than fine. That damage for Spirit is coming in pretty hard early on, though. You can see the rebuy having for Masters, the M4, the AWP, still an SMG in. And there's very little money to work with here, so that eco was pretty impactful for Imperial, as you mentioned.
Similar to the pistol round, though, they are contesting this early mid-control. They're getting Mir quite aggressive up towards that short position. Dexter even taking a sightline into the apartments with the orb, just trying to see if he can catch off at least a wide swing of player or that early default out to B.
Dexter's watching with the AWP in the apartments, going to hold face. Wait for position, wait for aggression. The Imperial will be very, very careful about their surroundings and very, very careful about how they take this engagement style. The nades are in. Mir takes contact, sees a couple of players here, maybe even have seen the bomb. No, there's too many players that you have to deal with here. He's going to have to try and fall back. Sunday Young will take engagement, tag up Chow, and finally Mir comes in with the kill out towards short. 2 kills, 3 kills found. Can he make it a triple? Not quite. ZQK finds the trade.
SDY is just pulling distraction. All he's trying to do is just bait in more players to look in towards Connector. One swing out for the short position. Easy kill coming in for Magix. And Fur is now going to try and clutch a 1 versus 4. So much emphasis on that mid takeout from Mir, and they just all start working together. AWP catches that 1 lurk out from the apartments. First been seen in Connector. Shouldn't be anything that he can find from here. It does get away with 1 kill, so a little bit of extra damage.
What with the 1 frag? 25 seconds, however, to get back up to short, and so long as 1 CT player stays alive, that's going to be more than fine. Magisk is giving up his position, though. Not quite a frag being found, but damage has been done to the man. Magix finally deals with the final one. Grabbing that AK, surely. Imagine the FAMAS also gets an AK as well, so upgrade rifles coming in for Spirit. Dealing with the rifle round pretty effectively against Imperial. 3-0 to the start of the favourites.
You've only got to imagine that a set piece is going to be coming through at some stage shortly from Imperial, because this mid default, they're just getting wrecked about. We're seeing so many aggressive pushes coming through from Spirit, so many jewels being taken early, and it just means that they're not gathering that top con smoke. They're not getting into window, they're not getting into ladder without even players just falling so quickly into the round.
Incendiaries, smokes and nades. Standard utility basis here for Spirit to suppress Imperial in the apartments play. There's only one player out there, though. Drawing in quite the amount of utility very early on into this roundup. Going to try and boost players into the smoke structure towards Sniper's Nest. No one has detected his position. Mir's watching it, though. He knows. Tight angle to watch, has seen further, force him back, allow SDY to get the kill.
I thought for a moment there was going to be a massive window, but instead Mir's holding the angle, but Magix does fall. All comes down to one anchor now.
Back at jail, or lining up the spray. 2 headshots, third kill, not quite found just yet. Showers picked up the AK, however, and can turn it into another good frag, but not able to do significant damage with it. They'll grab the AK at least onto one. Did lose one of them, however, in that exchange. Imperial, not too terrible considering they took away that firepower, but the rebuy should come back in for both Spirit and Imperial here.
Just playing very confident right now for the Spirit side. Now the rifle's coming in. Got to wonder sort of at what point do we see a bit of change of pace, something a little bit faster, something a little bit more in the face of Spirit rather than just the slow mid takes over and over again. And for Spirit, even with them being up 4 and OJ, there's not a crazy amount of money in the tank for them.
Yeah, cash limited. Guns moving up for Chopper on the AUG. AK's M4's AWP for Dexter. Imperial just hold back for the moment. They wait for a CT to face. No aggression will be forced out by Spirit, though. They're waiting for the first frag, and Dexter's going to find it.
No flash, no nothing, just a dry peek, isn't it? Even a slow walk. Chopper might be able to create a little bit of an angle for Farston to get a trade back, but who's going to peek first?
Neither side doesn't seem like. Waiting the stalemate around the corner as the rest of the T set themselves up to the mid-control. Where do they go? Do they split in towards A or try the rotation up short to B?
Yeah, just try and work a little bit of a default this time around. Keep some eyes on that short position. And for Spirit, this is one of the first times we've actually seen them proper passive and deep into the sides. Finally, some connector control, indicating a split into A.
Time's running short. I'm going to go for that split in the end. Chopper and Dexter to deal with it. Chopper does find the kill out towards Palace, and the AWP almost lines up too. Showtime can trade it. Chow can also get Chopper to a 3 versus 2 overall. The AK of SDY is on site, seeing them both, finds the one frag out of Sandwich, and Magix can get the next kill on the last player of first. So, 5-0 for Spirit. A solid start here for the CT side.
Imperial got some decent entries up to the A side. The only problem with them is it seems like they're so readable right now. Like, you've got 3 players in from that con smoke, and even just the lurker Farston gets dealt with so quickly. So all of the emphasis just gets zoned in towards connector, and they get a couple of kills, but rotates just come in so damn quickly. They can't get that bomb down at all. 5-0, and no tactical pause coming out for the Brazilians just yet.
Scouts and Eagles inbound for them on the half by once again. No tack, might be seen coming out on the gun rounds more than anything else here for Imperial. Best chance they have to fight against the Spirit side. I haven't seen much potential in terms of the pistols doing damage, and much potential in Spirit, in Imperial at all. Oh, jump. Missed out on the run boost for ZQK. Dexter gets the kill in first. Starts things off for the CTs again.
And all these little mistakes just start adding up, don't they? Like the failed run boost, easy kill to come in for the AWP. Fern now trying to make a bit of a play on from under Balk. Doesn't get anything, gets seen straight away from SDY. Good crossfire out for mid, and then for Spirit, they get a 5-on-3. They just back off.
Farston will hope to get some exit frags alongside Chow in the mid-control. But easy facing coming in from Chopper. Not a single lick of damage done to Spirit in this round. The bomb can get picked up, but I don't think Imperial can do much with it here. Trying to work back into the mid position where now aggression is starting to come in from Mir. Here's the footsteps. Orpa's watching. M4 lines up, drops that bomb. And now Degs to see what's going on. Lands that shot pretty effectively for his 2K. And again, no damage done to Spirit whatsoever there for round 6.
And it does have a different feeling than that G2 and Extra Salt game we had in the best of one of the 16-1 on Inferno yesterday. Just because for Imperial right now, we're not even really seeing opening man advantages. We're not seeing those early trades coming in. It just seems like for Spirit, They're just playing very cautiously. There's some aggressive moves here or there, but their fights are just being won so easily right now.
It continues to go on and on, it feels like. Incendiary's up, AWP is AQK. Again, chance Farstin moves forward, the AK into connector, nades on.
Oh.
Nice damage. Follow-up HE not quite as effective, but Far on 45, faster than 56, and aggression coming in towards the apartments. They know it's going to be an A play here.
They get back towards TV, they spot that bomb. Like, this is such a big round for Spirit. They've already got the double nades out towards connector. Imperial have got the mid control, but this backstab is everything from Mir.
And Magic's going in for his own backstab here towards underpass. He can catch both these players to connect to remove those tag ups. AWP gets caught, the bomb gets dropped, and now they realize they're in trouble. The Spirit are just going to sit on this bomb, and Magic's going to wait for his opportunity. Swung upon by Fast, so he just detects it back, but Mir picks up the AWP, turns it into Showtime's frag, and it's a 4-on-3 for Spirit, making it 2 as Fur fails, and Fasten and Chow are all that remain.
Just trying to see if they could do some more damage for this one, but even Mir doesn't even have to do everything on his own because he's got the support from his other players. Farstin does get away with 1 kill, no more than that. 7 rounds on the trot now for Spirit. And for Imperial, you look at that round, they've got players in con, 1 in ladder, 1 out towards ramp. They're setting themselves up for a split into A, and then the bomb just gets dropped. And as soon as that happened, the round is done.
And this is what we're talking about when we talk about the difference between Spirit and Imperial. Is the Spirit side just know what they're doing when it comes to playing around the opposition side. Like we heard in that video from Extra Salt yesterday when Chad and Yanko were talking about what it's like to go from a niche region into Europe and coming into the European international space, and you won't be able to work that same sort of style of making some smaller mistakes because teams like Spirit and Astralis and whoever else will punish you for it. And right now, Imperial, that's definitely what we're seeing out from them. Tactical's finally been called in by the T side. What can they adjust here?
I just think go for simplicity. Just go for the set piece. Just even see what it's like. I haven't really seen anything of the sort. It's been just default after default, mid-take after mid-take. You could just see for Imperial too, going in for the hero AK to come through from Farstin, upgraded pistols for everybody else. And for Spirit, this is really where they start moving the money up and just reading the game incredibly well right now.
And you talked about that set piece utility that can get set up here. 4 smokes total. I can imagine that they're setting up 2 to use for the connected jungle and stairs cross. Maybe 1 at CT. No mollies that can force Chopper out the way here. Showtime with the first facer. AWP, flick shot not landing. AUG instead looks on for contact, takes his fight, wins it against Showtime, dives back down towards Dark, and again, no Molotov that can really do anything against him. They will capture on the Eagle shot, but Dexter there with the AWP. SDY out in the open, drops the bomb, drops the 2 players, and leaves Fern 1v4.
Set piece with a late lurk out from mid. It's a nice attempt there coming in for the D side, but just not getting into a bit of a position where they're not getting the entries. They only find that 1 pick, trade out the Palace player from Chopper. For Spirit, the kill tallies just keep adding up. SDY is up to 12, Mir on 10, Dexter on 9, who's just constantly been holding out towards CT Ticket with that AWP. Nice hold coming in for the Spirit side, not really getting overwhelmed as much at all. Just allowing some really easy pickings to come in. And you've got to wonder for Imperial, at what stage are they going to be able to just bounce back and get their first round on T side?
It's a good question. AWP's in, AK's out, down control. Smoke into the connector position, they're trying to suppress his. AQK going to watch that SDY trying to get out of dodge. Molotov's in when Incendiary's back here. The CT forces trying to keep him away from any sort of contact play. Nice nades on ZQK, tanks a lot of damage in that Molotov. The AK spray Showtime gets that opening frag, but Dexter's there for the trade, and there's 2 players here towards the defensive line.
And that stack out to B is actually probably going to drive Imperial away, realizing that there was 3 on B. They dealt with that first player to get that trade back onto Magic's. They've left at least a little bit of emphasis now out towards Connector, and SDY is waiting for the rapid murder hole.
Slow walk of Farstin. Bring out towards the site itself, and he gives up the angle by slow walking up the stairs, looking to the back of the site, not to the front, not where the CT players are holding from a spawn. And even ZQK can't get away with a pick back. AWP if Dexter doesn't even need it, the Deagle will come out to get a frag. And Fur can finally trade Chopper, but he's got 3 more to find. He's overwhelmed by numbers, and SDY closes the round 9-0 for Spirit here.
How does Chopper win that fight? You can see the AWP is looking onto the pixel angle, and Chopper still wins it from that range with an M4. Oh my goodness, this CIS squad just looks so rock solid, and for Imperial, it's getting to a stage, Jay, where I don't know where you go from here. Like, you've tried so much, you've got your variation, but everything is just not working right now.
I don't know where this goes from here now for Imperial. Trying to force on a half by Hero Galil. Not even a Hero AK, Hero Galil. Pistols out, choppers out in the open. They've walked right past him. The flashbang does kind of bail them out, so they can get that one kill in at least. SDY holding close towards the danger plant for moving closer. Dexter's AWP is around the corner. SDY gets his kill in. 2 players to line up. SDY gets 1 third trade back to a 3 versus 2, making it 1. And actually, Imperial have been able to isolate the opportunities here. Fur not tagged. Magix can get the trade onto him, though. He's at a 1v3.
Might as well have a bit of a crack at this and just see what's to do. Like, money is a pretty decent position here for Spirit, and for Imperial, both players are just out towards CT now.
Getting closer, up and down. Nades to the back lines up. Looking on a CT, that flashbang can come through. The smoke can also go down on the bomb. Ninja defuse, perhaps. Checking ramp, checking dark. He's got to get on it now. I don't think he's going to have time for this. He's going to fall back. Hold on to the AWP. Concede the round, the first round at last for Imperial, and of all rounds, it had to be the half by Hero Galil. Bit of mispositioning there from Spirit, though. Kind of great utility timing there from the Imperial side. Saved them in that round.
It was actually a little bit more of a wall of smoke set up out towards the A side rather than your stock standard cross, and it got to a position where there was so much distraction being pulled out towards ramp that lurk from Fur up connector was really just the difference maker, being able to sort of catch Spirit in the wrong positions at the wrong time and just be able to convert the post plant, hide out towards CT, don't even give up a shoulder bait, don't give up any information, and at least that's their first round up on the board, but now double AWPs in for CT.
Molotovs up, M4's AUGs, double AWP setup as you mentioned for Spirit. Got 1 set out towards the mid control, 1 set out to the B site. Magic's going to push initially to try and look for contact against them, but sees that AWP, gets tagged by it. Starts things off on the right foot here for the T side.
They need a flash out from mid or run boost, something. They can't just swing out wide, otherwise Dexter's going to hit the shot.
Oh, what a shot. Bomb being dropped as well in the mid position. Can't hold on to it, though. Chow there with a trade.
Decent done. You know that run boost comes out, get that one-on-one trade. Shao being at least able to isolate that entry frag, but they need a little bit more, and Fasten just walking out from ramp might be able to get the timing and at least deals with Chopper.
SDY backed up, Fur moves closer into the sniper's nest. Mir aggresses down towards short to catch off Chow again. Well, no, he can't. Fur will also get the kill on SDY. Magic suddenly alone in a 1 versus 4, and now things start look to be pretty decent for the Imperial side.
It does. It seems like they're playing with a little bit more freedom. They're finding a little bit more success with the duels. That was a great walk attempt coming out from Fasten towards ramp, just being able to pre-aim up to the site itself, out to sort of that ninja position. And Magix might even get hunted. He might not even have a chance of saving onto this orb.
Good kill. Not to be a survival for Magix, though. The orb can get recovered by Showtime instead. Imperial have their second round of the T side, so took them 9 in a row before they finally put some contest against the Spirit side. There will be probably 1 more rebuy back here, I imagine, for the economy state of the Spirit camp. And yes, that is the case. Rifles, inbound, M4s, AWP, only on 1 player this time.
Yeah, that investment of double AWPs was expensive, and realize a position that we probably don't want to go for that again. We need to stabilize our economy. A little bit of early anti-rush nades in towards ramp, but at least they get the idea of where ZQK is playing with the orb.
Nade to Magic's going on to Showtime. Fantastic nade. Fantastic, fantastic nade. Damage being done only to 1 player, though. Didn't land in the center of mass and doesn't take more players down. Just default still set in this round. 1:20 to go.
Honestly, over day 1 and day 2, just on the B stream alone, you could make a compilation of just nade placement, couldn't you? The amount of times we've just seen some of these favorite teams just having beautiful dunks down, and for Imperial, it's getting to a position where they're starting to regroup out for T-spawn. They're going to take the bomb with a teammate into the palace position. They've got a little bit of a lurk from Showtime, but the rest of the players are emphasizing on towards A.
And again, we talked about the differences between the underdogs and the overdogs in this tournament, and the idea that Spirit will definitely be favourites due to their experience, and part of that experience will show in the placement of the utility. Nades, flashes, smokes, whatever. Oh, look at the kill for Chopper to start things off here. Fastin can trade it back real quick though. ZQK's death does not go in vain. Showtime trying to make Magic's and Mir's deaths in vain instead. Trades back on the M4 3-on-3. Orb of Dexter force forward, gets the one frag, trying to turn over the second, can't quite do so. SDY gets fast in though, so Fur is all alone. Bombs out in the open, needs to win the fight on Mir, and he does at the edge of the smoke. SDY now knows exactly where he is. 16 points of health versus the 100 for SDY. Fur's got to go for the bomb plant here. If he plants open for CT, he's in trouble.
Yeah, where does he plant from? Try and plant open for Connector. Oh, fake it out. Try and draw SDY into the open. Oh, no, the timing as he goes back over to the bomb plant again. Beautiful from SDY as he slow walks out from City Spawn. You can see what Fur was trying to create there, but as he looks into CT and he doesn't see him coming, he thinks, right, I'm going to go back to the bomb plant, and that's when SDY peaks.
Patience and presence of mind for Someday Young. Ultimately leading towards that 10th to the board of Spirit. A little bit of luck had to be involved in that with the timing of when the last player pulled out the bomb, but had no time left for it. Imperial now down to the awkward buy-ups once again. They have got a little bit of cash in the reserves, but not that much here. Nade placement on Showtime, not as fantastic as it was previously, but set piece utility coming in immediately towards that B site. I think Imperial are going to rush out here. Mac 10 in and instantly domed by Magic's. No entity up on Balk. Molotov, it should force away. No, it lands in the smoke actually, so Imperial wasted utility. They're forced to fall back here.
With all this counter utility and without getting a pick on the entry, they almost force it into a double pump, and now Imperial fall back. They've just got no util. All they've got left is a Molotov. The flat comes in, doesn't give the position away from ZQK, but they're down by one now.
Rotations in as Magic's jump faces, looks up and down, but can't see anything. The T side line, 60 seconds through the clock, and they're going to go in for a second opportunity at this B side, but they used all their utility in that initial contact, tried to rotate away. They've got a single Molotov for this XE.
Yeah, it's not a lot, is it? Maybe get it out towards Van or Bench, but that's all that they could ask for. Molly going in, and Spirit has still got 3 on B.
Sprays on tags for Mir. Magic's falling back fast and gets his kill in and doubles up. Player on the back line, seeing several, getting tags involved, but can't get the kills against him here. Expecting fast to wrap the corner, get 3 kills on him, and he saves the round, bails out Imperial. Fur gets traded, but it's a 3v2 that favors Imperial still.
Well, Fastin being fast on that one. My goodness, what a triple entry out to the B side, and now it just comes down to the rotators, both out from market.
Fastin so close towards position as well. He wants this ace. The timing's right, he could line it up. M4 rounds, ZQK gets the kill instead. It's all left to Dexter. One man standing, Fastin starting to take face. They heard the footstep, and he gets the quadra. What a round from him. What a hell of a round for Imperial.
Yeah, that's one that probably hypes the Brazilians up a little bit, because really, that was exceptional. And it's players like that where you do look at this Imperial side and you can see what there is when the potential's there, when the round presents itself. Just so many sick entry frags coming through. And for Spirit, they had everything there for themselves. They had the opening man advantage, they baited so much util out from the T side, and they even had a triple stack on B, and it still wasn't enough.
Timeout for Imperial here. Second one called in for the T side. Kind of surprised it's them that's calling it at this stage, given the fact that Spirit have been the ones that have been pushed onto the back foot. Big round coming in from one individual on the Imperial side. I would have thought it would be Spirit trying to figure out how they avoid such a round coming in again. Can't avoid much here in this one, though. Deagle's SMG Scout. Very broken force back for Spirit.
Yeah, they're almost on a double eco status, so buying up into round 14 does look pretty harsh. They are going for an underpass play, and for the T side, they're all grouping up towards the B side again.
Flash over, here they come. Quickly out of the gate, the Deagle and Magic's getting caught off guard. He's the only player in the back lines of their site. Chow getting tagged. Magic's just that one good frag. He needs to get a couple more out of Showtime. Nah, missed shot a little bit too high. The duck down comes in for the T-side members, so it'll be a 4v3. Smokes to suppress me. Continuing his backstab play, though. ZQK does get overwhelmed a little bit. The SMG can't quite take the long-range fight against Fur, though. So Chopper found through the smoke. 3 kills for Fur. He has his own big round. And Dexter Left to save the round.
The save call probably could have come in a little bit earlier there from Spirit when they realized they're already down in the sort of retaking position. They get a bit of an extra kill onto Fur, but it's not going to mean much. They really need to keep this scout in play because money is such an issue. Another good shot coming in for Dexter. There's a bit of a peek out towards CT. Oh my goodness, what are these extra frags? And get another no. Does finally fall to the AWP. Well, that was a bit of a sequence.
What the what? My God. We mentioned Dexter for good reason. 16 frags deep in this one for Spirit.
Needed that on the B defensive, really.
Yeah, I mean, if he did that over when the execution was coming in, yeah, that would have been a round for Team Spirit, but alas. One for the highlight reel. 10-4 still for Spirit going into round 15. It's a force invest with a few more SMGs. Scout back on Dexter, though. Let's see whether he can replicate performance here in the actual offensive itself.
It seems like it's another set piece out to the A side. Chopper's getting aggressive, though.
And he gets dealt with by Fast, and as a result, Fast round could come through. Dexter's got that scout out in the open. He does find the kill on Showtime. Fast in dealt with by XDY. ZQK around the corner with the AWP. And now he's got a challenge onto that deadly scout at Dexter. Looking back towards jungle, nades into the back lines of the site itself. 3v3. Bombs yet to commit. All of Spirit are here, and so are all of Imperial.
Yeah, it all just comes down to, did they take the fight straight away? They know there's a player out for Tetris now.
Magic's in with a kill on to Chow. Molotov in against him, 3v2. The bomb's being gained by the CT side as well. They can grab some AKs. Spurs working in from the thick. Magic's turns around the SMG regardless. Another kill for him. And ZQK with the AWP stands alone in his own clutch scenario, his own 1v3. A bit of a better weapon by comparison to what Dexter had in the previous. But can he turn it into a round itself? Spirit are playing in close towards him. Seen that first player, gets tagged up minimally, smoked back, but Dexter lands the shot and he gets his 2K involved to end off with a fantastic scout play and 11-4 half for Spirit.
I might be tired of the stones they throw, picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this fight. Shine a light on me when my heart goes dark. Yeah, 'cause I never lose faith now. I'm in the flames of an angel
Well, Imperial have looked all right thus far, but still down by a margin. 11-4 for Spirit on the opening map of Mirage on Imperial's map pick, and you wonder if there's still something left in the in this matchup, in this round, in this map in general here, Dwayne. Like, Imperial have fought well, but it's just not been quite enough against Spirit.
No, it hasn't. It's been a difficult affair. You could just see it in the duels. You could see it in some of the clutch scenarios. They've played some decent Counter-Strike, but they've just been read so easily from Spirit. We've seen so many lurk attempts from them, so many backstabs in, and it just proved itself towards the end by just some of the shots they were hitting, whether it be exit kills or whether it be defensive lockdowns. 11-4 at the turn of the half. Spirit just look on fire.
That they do. One last T-side left to be able to secure this map up and kickstart the series in the best of fashions right now.
Ooh, them odds.
Yeah, they don't look great. They do not look great. Fairly one-sided from 1xBet, and again for good reason, with the fact that they're bearing down the map win itself for the likes of Spirit, then that leaves Imperial with not much else that they can do here in this series. Have to get it going here on the pistol to try and recover. Chow drops that bomb carrier. Mir and Dexter immediately find 2 kills to return. Fur tapping through the USP, backed up behind the ticket booth. 4v3 scenario. Backup's going to get here because they might have to see the bomb site itself. ZQK next to face and next to fall. Showtime desperate to get something out here. That may could do some decent damage, for the headshot still landed by Dexter. 3 kills to his name, and Fur left alone.
He just stuck out towards CT. Almost nothing he can do from here. Try and isolate some individual duels, but it's just not going to happen. And even look at that discipline coming out from Spirit. You've got, what, 3 players in the bomb outside of ramp. Imperial go for a setup where they want to try and slow walk aggressively. The fights come out, and once they deal with the first 2 aggressing players, rather than just wide swinging out towards CT, they just hold for that slight half a second or so. The flash comes in over the top. That blinds the CT player, and it just shows the sort of disciplinary factor that we can see from the Spirit side, even when they are just individually nuts.
The force back immediately coming through for these boys on Imperial because they kind of have to. Spirit just overwhelming in the pistol round. Such efficient shooting, such great positional plays. AQK does get Dexter, however, starting things off on the headshot, giving him a bit of a taste of his own medicine there with that scout. Farston's on 1 point of health though, so that's an easy trade, and the scout might not be able to replicate those shots again.
They have brought a gamble stack over, so they've brought a lot of players over to A quite quickly, and a lot of players out towards CT spawn in particular.
15 seconds to the minute. The team's just playing passive, playing possum. Drawing attention away, nades on, scout shots do connect, so do the 5-7s, and a 5 versus 3. There's such low HP here for Imperial that, again, you expect Spirit to get these trades, but still a 2-man advantage for the CT side, and that bomb is yet to commit.
And picking up the AK. This is very winnable to come through for Imperial, but they need another pick, and they need one quickly. SDY's just being spammed now.
Trying to bait in these CT players, are successful in doing so. Mir and SDY, 3 kills to turn the man advantage back. Bomb plant can be secured for definite this time as SDY gets his double, and ZQK left alone to continue the scout damage. Can't find Chopper, unfortunately. Continuing the shots, continuing to try to look for these players. So far, so little going the way of the CT member, and in the end, Mir will get the final kill. A little bit dicey there for Spirit, but they maintain control.
It just comes down to them baiting and mistakes. You could just see for Imperial, they've got a 5-on-3. Yeah, a couple of them are tagged up, but they just start pushing out from CT, and everyone's just so ready for that. SDY's close around triple, Mir and Connector, and then even Chopper. You see how long it was outside of ramp? We just didn't peek. Like, ZQK was waiting for so long to get a bit of a scout shot in, and Chopper, knowing that he was on low HP, just didn't peek at all.
Should be 14-4 for Spirit now coming into this basic eco that Imperial have to work off of the USPs, the P250s, no Kevlar, no util, no nada. No frag for Fasting, even though he got the dink on Magix. ZQK native back, AK's involved. We're running in towards the A stack, which can lead to a couple of kills potentially, but the firepower is just there, and they just not losing much at all here for the Spirit side. AK saved in, 3 of them total, money can build, 14-4. 2 rounds to go, and Imperial, well, it was always going to be a tough task for them, and that task might fail here in a one-sided affair.
And this is the last chance to show us something, to create some magic. You're down 4-14. you're not really going to be able to get away with too much longer other than how Spirit are playing right now. So let's just see what they've got. They've got an AWP to be brought down for ZQK. M4's up for everybody. Investing quite heavy in utility, Jay, means that there's no kit in this round.
Nades on, Farstin does find that opening kill towards Ram, so it's the lack of a mid default that Imperial wastes the utility on. It's the first face in from the AUG that gets the kill. Slow walking from SDY. Incendiaries will keep him suppressed. We're not allowed to press forward here in the apartments.
Yeah, Spirit now just trying to see if they can fight back a bit of a duel to just turn it into a 4v4. Mir's been able to take all of this short presence, just trying to help the Abs players get out.
Chow back in the back corner, trying to look out of jail up on the van position. Chow, SDY, Smear, getting all the kills between those two players. The 3v3 scenario, Spirit got the 2-for-1 trade in that position. For the man advantage, the bomb can go down here. The CTs are very quick to respond, though.
Even the AWP can't quite hit the shot, so you're right about them responding quickly, but for Spirit, they've got the man advantage, or at least in a position in which they can get the bomb down, play out that 3v3, even boosting a player up towards Ninja now. Oh.
He's attempting to do so, not quite.
There we are.
Get there in the end, bomb plant will be secured. Get the kill back on Farstin to leave it in a 3 versus 2 scenario. ZQK and Fur got to go back and say they've got to get something into the next round because there is no buy.
Oh, you've got to go for this, right, though. You're down by this kind of margin. Just try and see if you can get the retake together. At least they find that first kill. The AWP gets caught off, and first now the last one left. Without a kit, he's got to get these 2 kills in quickly, get onto that bomb. Might be able to catch off that first player, but now it's all down to SDY, just playing out towards the side, just playing out the time. The bomb gets tapped first. Really got to get on it, get this kill instantly. Does find it, but with no kit in play, it's not going to happen to get the retake together. Same onto the AWP, bring it into the next round. A decent retake, Jay, but it makes you think that they really needed that defuse kit there.
They really did. 15-4, however. Spirit on map point, on Imperial's map pick. $11 map points to go as well for them, and just you kind of wonder whether or not there really is anything left in the tank here for Imperial. You can try, but it's a very difficult comeback, virtually impossible, I want to say. Nades and flashes and all sorts being thrown in here early on by the T-side forces to get some sort of semblance of confidence for Imperial. Need to get this opening kill very soon. ZQK is hoping for one down towards the mid control, but not presenting themselves.
That's what Imperial really need to fight for. We know that last round, Farstin started off on A to get that opening pick. Top con smoke, being able to drive Fur away, just allow Magics to get free range of mid.
Oh, he's seen him, gets the headshot. Fur to fall. Missed smoke there against the Incendiary. Could have easily extinguished that. Now could have been suppression utility instead on the Spirit side, but Imperial, good nade placement against the 2 players up on that short control. Chow can actually get 2 easy cracks for it, and the AWP as AQK can try back in. Suddenly Imperial with 3-on-2 advantage now. Backed up on Showtime, watching as the AWP fires back, can't connect the kill. Sunday Young lines up 2 more, and suddenly the Orbs left to clutch it. Got to save Imperial in this map up, in this match. 35 HP, tagged him, and Chopper finds the kill shot. 16-4, a dominant force for Spirit.